We continue the playoffs in the A division, and this time it is a finals rematch. It is the Log Monsters against defending champions, Evil Empire. Welcome to the RSHL, Daniel Wilson here. Well, the regular season has been two very different stories for both sides. Evil Empire continued to dominate the A division, and they have just been relishing in it because that is success they have not had in a very long time. And the Log Monsters, on the other hand, has been struggling a lot as of late in the A division. Was it because of the move to the A division? Maybe. But at the same time, it looks like their defense has been sluggish, and they have been without Kevin Frost because of an injury. So we'll see if that contributes to this game. Let's go to the breakdown. We'll start with the Evil Empire. Who to pick? This was a tough one, but I think we're going to have to go with Gino Giangreco. He is the only double-digit goal scorer, 10 goals, and currently leads the team in points with 18. And you pair him up with Ryan Reich, who is a playmaker. The team leads the team with 13 assists. This is a dangerous duo. For the Log Monsters, it's been pretty spread out, but I think we're going to go with Keith Meister. He's been split in his stats: 4 goals, 4 assists, total 8 points, second on the team. The points have been spread all through the roster. It's been very hard to pick who's the one to watch, because there has been multiple players that have at least 1 or 2 goals. I have not seen anyone with double digits in any of the columns yet. So, with that out of the way, it is now time for our A division matchup, and the ball drop is next. We're going to put our scheduled game on standby because we have our very first playoff shootout. It is the Whalers and Big Hawks. They are tied at 3, and we are still tied after overtime. So by the rule book, we go to a shootout. And Chris Young will be our first shooter for Big Hawks. Jim Trevis is the goaltender for the Whalers. So you'll wait to get the go-ahead. So this will determine who will go to the final. Young will take it. Trevis waits. Shot saved by Trevis! It was a pretty straightforward play. Trying to go 5-hole, but Trevis goes down with the pad. First shooter for the Whalers going in fast. Backhand score! And it will be Lee Rayners for the Big Hawks on the second attempt. Shot, score! 1-1. The Whalers are going to be setting up next. It is going to be Kevin LeBlanc. LeBlanc will take it, and facing John Cowan. Shot high of the net, and we go to round 3, still tied. It will be Chris Lons for the Big Hawks. So our third and maybe final round. Lons will decide to go wide to the left. Holds. Deep shot. Saved by Jim Trevis! And whoa, what the heck? And Rayners just tossed his stick and he is ejected. What was that? paused his stick because of a save. I don't understand it. But it is going to be Justin Viverito for the potential game winner. But that was Chris Lantz, rather, that was thrown out. And it is going to be slow trot, holding, shot saved by Cowan. We go to another round.
Get a shot and send down.
So we read Southern for the 4th round. Sudden death. Southern just outside the slot. Holding, shot, score! Now has given the Big Hawks an advantage, and the Whalers are going to send Darren Chernoff, and he has to score here. He'll go for a slow trot. Looking at Cowan, holding, backhand, high in the Big Hawks move on to the final. It has been how many years since they have made a final in the A division, and they finally make it. It has been a very long time since they have made the final, and they finally made it. And it had to take a shootout and a close game, and we're going to find out their opponent up next.
Greg, get this and you more about stretching. Huh? No? Come on.
Officials for this game, Brian Hooks on the boards and Chris Lantz at center. Yes, the same guy you saw toss a stick earlier, and he explained to me that it was because he whiffed the ball. Still not a good excuse to be tossing a stick, but...
I know, it'll be fine.
But, we will get underway, and we are underway in our A Division semifinal. Dan Greco trying to center, looking for Reich, gets a return. Shot just wide. Hoffman going behind, back to Reich, back to Hoffman. Went off of a net, I think. And back to Marina and over to Hoffman in the corner. And takes a slip, lost sight of the ball. And now the Lock Monsters trying to escape. Can they? There's a shot and a save. And the Lock Monsters will finally clear the zone, and no icing here. And chasing it down. Who we got is going to be back at the point. Winds up, shot wide of the net. As Robin Jacques is going to play it off the boards over to Gian Greco. Lost sight of it. And that allows a double team. Here's a shot and a wide one from Joey Murphy. Trying to clear the zone, unable. And it's going to be Keith Meister in the corner. Meister trying to set her up, knocked away, swatted by Jacques. And back it goes to the point. Holding on to Giacomo, shot and a save by Greg Parlanti.
Good start. Good start.
And it's going to be off the safety netting, slows it down, and Rich is moving in. Trying to clear the zone is Kamoshi, whiffs it, goes to the half-end boards. And they do clear the zone, and trotting it down is Chris Thompson. Thompson tries to find a man, overshoots it. But the Lock Monster is trying to clear, kept in by Reich. From the circle, try the shot, went off somebody, and it will be cleared around. Kamoshi will push it back in to Sean Cassidy. Cassidy trying to get away from the double team, pops out, and here come the Lock Monsters the other way. And maybe a chance, breakaway, and dinks around and lost control. Here's another chance, shot, saved by Parlanti. That was deflected. So a couple of great chances from the Lock Monsters, and they'll get a change as they will dump it back in. And it's going to be Ryan Reich the other way, looking at one defender, knocked away into the corner. And it's Stevens. Plays it up to Giacomo. Looking at double team, tries to escape, and Parlanti is allowed to cover.
Did you not see you had the whole net right here? He was way up the bank.
Toss up for control, it goes to the half end boards, and it's cleared down the floor, and can he beat the icing? No. Back it goes into the Empire zone. It'll be Meister and Reich in this face-off. One by Reich, and clearing up is Kamoshi, and is not going to make the line, I don't think. They're giving it the icing signal, but yet they're going to let him play. Off the boards, try to go to Joey Murphy, and it ends up, I think it hit the ceiling, because I see the ball still in play. I thought it went out of play. And Giacomo trying to go for a quick attack here, trying to fight off Marino, and someone went down hard. Shot is wide. Rebound, that is across the crease. Chaos by the net. Back of the slot, turnover, and Meister couldn't get a shot off. Jocks trying to clear it around, and it went off of a loose piece of equipment on the floor. Chance for Lock Monster, shot saved by Parlanti.
Back up, back up.
And that was that a helmet that came off? Yes, it was. And back the other way, and Hobbin goes down, no call. Point blank save. Shot coming from Gian Greco, but was interrupted on the way. Wow, chaotic minute. And toss-up's going to go back to Evil Empire. Kamoshi chasing it down. And just about turned it over, but they will get it back. Gian Greco goes up to Reich, looking at one-on-one. Now passes over to Rich. And that was gloved down. Where it is by the net, behind the net. They get entangled up in the corner. It's going to be Gian Greco, and I'm trying to see who the Lock Monster is that's entangled up with them, but everybody's moving in. The Lock Monsters have control. Back the other way, it's going to be a shot from Ebner, and that was blocked. Ebner will play it around the boards. Back to Ebner, shot, save, rebound, another save, as Parlanti got entangled up. Centers up, rebound, shot, save, still loose, and it's going to be off the safety netting. It is stuck in the safety netting. Both sides won a furious attack. And it's going to be back over to Dan Gold. Goes to Meister. Shot is blocked. Another one. Shot score! The Lock Monsters finally break through and will get a 1-0 lead. And it's going to be credited to Joey Murphy. And that's only his second of the season. Yeah, Murphy hasn't had much luck on the goal column, but he gets one here, and a stick save by Perlanti. Shot coming for Chris Thompson. Meister, backhand save by Perlanti into the corner. Joey Murphy along with Kamoshi. Kamoshi will take it behind the net, looking at Meister, and now will take it into the corner. Meister with control. Lost control, and now it'll be the Lock Monster the other way. Or the Evil Empire, rather. It's going to be Jan Greco over to Rich. And a shot blocked. And Rich trying to glove it down. Trying to get away from Dan Galt. Trying to get away. Good crowd by the corner. Back to Joey Murphy. Tries to get around Steve Marino, but had a roadblock off the backboards. It'll be Kamoshi one more time. They'll play it over to Eric Hoffman. Out to Jack Greco. Poke check. Tries to get away, but it goes to Meister. Back and forth to go. Barbado back over to Meister. From the left circle. Shot blocked. Another chance. That's also blocked. Slotted away, and it's going to be lifted out and kept in. A good keep in by the number 21, Mitch Stevens. It will finally come back out, and Stevens will take control with 5:10 remaining in the first. Backhanded by Marino. Lock Monsters regroup. It'll be Jack Edgecombe. Edgecombe into the corner, trying to escape. Here's a shot and a glove save at a sharp angle. And it will be the Lock Monsters again, or the Empire. I keep mixing them up. Mitch Stevens in his own corner, being chased by Sean Cassidy behind the net, and he'll play off the boards over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe will take a look and will take it in on the right end boards. Looking at Robin Jux, and we'll play deep over to Ebner and try to clear it up, but it's going to be Ryan Reich back the other way at center. They keep it on side. Eric Hoffman into the left corner. Looking at Chris Thompson. We'll take it behind the net. Holding. Tries to go around. Trying to look for a tip. Second chance. Goes high. Tries one more time. Goes to the corner. Reich one more time. Looking at Barbano. Now across. Hoffman at the circle. Entangled by Edgecombe. They go to the corner. Edgecombe trying to clear. Knocked down by Jacques. Shot! And that one was through traffic. Second chance wide. Another one saved behind the net. Barbado moving in and will try to clear out of danger. Well, still in the zone though. Here's another chance. Point blank. Trying to dive across the story. And the Lock Monsters dodging on a bullet. But they're not done yet. Rich trying to set her up, and they will try to clear it. They finally clear it, and it's going to be a breakaway. Oh, but it's too far away for him to handle as Parlanti will get it away. Some great chances by the Evil Empire. A flurry of attacks. That has been the strategy for both sides today. Off the boards. Meister in the corner, looking at Marino, blocked by Jacques. Trying to keep it in, they do. Trying to decide who's going to get it in, trying to deflect it in was Joey Murphy off the boards.
No pitch. Yeah, one wide.
Empire back the other way. Gian Greco drops it. Plays it over to Rich. Right circle, shot, save, up in the air, he scores! No, they're going to call no goal. That's a high stick. They're going to call no goal because of a high stick. So what do we do here? It's obviously no goal, but is there going to be a penalty for this? Chris Lonze and Brian Hooks are going to talk about this. They're going to say no goal, no penalty. Wow, it looked like a tremendous play, but the rule is if you go above, well, the rule is the shoulder, but I'm guessing that you can't do it above the crossbar if it's gonna be for the goal. So we are just gonna do another center face-off, and maybe Reich will try to salvage it, but it's going to be Thompson back the other way and taken down, and a penalty will be assessed to Ryan Reich.
Good stuff, Chris.
Trip.
They are going to call a trip. I thought it was more of a hold, but Reich's going to the box either way. So the Empire, luck is not with them right now. A disallowed goal and now a penalty. And sliding it across, trying to block was Giangreco. Wide angle shot, misses. It'll be over to DiGiacomo. Back over to the point. Shot! And that one may have deflected off of something. Tries to cross one more time. DiGiacomo again. Goes back to Stevens. Shot wide. Joey Murphy tries to try it down, leaves it for Chris Thompson. Will try a shot himself, saved by Parlanti, and he'll hold on. The Lockmonsters will pretty much have the remainder of the period on the power play. And toss up back to the Lockmonsters. Off the boards. Holding on. Now plays to Stevens. Shot! Score! It's Stevens! Power play goal! And the Lockmonsters up 2-0. I said the season hasn't really gone that well for the Lockmonsters, but they are getting into playoff form now as they'll push it to the corner. There's a shot, bad turnover by a save made by Story. Stevens back the other way, 25 remaining in the period. A 4-on-2. They'll push it to the corner. Kamoshi trying to clear it out. Off the stick goes to Hoffman. Now tries to center over to Reich. They'll cross. Left it behind for a second, now backhands it across. Cassidy back over to Jocks. Jocks with a shot, saved by Story, trying to clear. It's back to Edgecombe, and that's the end of the period. So, a very eventful period, but it is going to be Lockmonsters with the 2 on the board. 2-0 after 1.
Well, that's what I saw. It's like bodies were
The goal from Mitch Stevens, by the way, is his 3rd of the season. Obviously, first of the playoffs. Meister and Reich in the face-off dot, and underway in the second period. Lifted up, and it will be Jocks trotted down. And it will be into the opposite corner. Dan Galt will trot it down. And chasing him down is Giangreco. Will pop out, it'll go over to DiGiacomo. Back the other way. Looking at Marino. And from the corner, shot up in the air, and it hits the ceiling. And that may have been a good break for the Evil Empire. And by the way, the disallowed goal. Shot score! Murphy in a second! From outside the slot, a perfectly placed slap shot, and Murphy gets his possession of the game. And Murphy once more. He's going to drive it to the corner. Looking, tries to look for a deflection, unavailable, back the other way, and it's Mike Rich. And tangled up with Thompson, but it does go over to Reich. Crosses intended for Jan Greco, and some shoving by the net. Reich and Gold going at it behind the net. Getting entangled up off the outside the net as DiGiacomo will try to clear it out. Unable. Back to Mike Rich.
Going around, Joe.
Shot around the boards. Back over to Jocks. Gotta look out for Murphy lurking up behind him.
Hey, who's got it?
There is Reich. Shot and a save.
2 steps and out. 2 steps. Out.
DiGiacomo off the boards to Murphy. And they are just push it in. And that will give both sides a chance to change.
That was off.
And the Lock Monsters thought that was offside, but we continue.
On your back.
But the Lock Monsters will get control anyway.
Let's get it out.
We'll rush it across the line.
Come on, change.
And trying to see who that is.
Hold on.
And drop back. Oh, gotta be careful. Didn't want to get too many men there. There's a shot, wide angle. A second chance from Barbado. Both of them blocked. Barbado still holding on. And will cross. There's a shot from goal. Score! We'll see who they give credit to. If it gets deflected, we'll see who they give it to. So it was not deflected, it was Dan Galt. Because it looked like it paused for a moment there, unless it went off of a defender. But Galt, that is, well, if my stats are showing me that correctly, I don't believe that's his first. His first of the playoffs maybe, but I don't think that's his first of the season if my notes are telling me correctly. Yeah, because I find that hard to believe. Shot and a loose ball, and that will be cleared out over to Barbado. Crosses to Edgecombe. And got someone in his own bench, and it's coming back. But I was about to say before the goal was scored, the disallowed goal for the Evil Empire, it was pretty much what I thought. It was a high stick above the crossbar, but the stick did not go above the shoulders. That's why there was no penalty. And leaving it, his shot is deflected. It'll be Cassidy from the circle. Log Monsters up 4-0 and lost control. It's going to be Reich. Crosses, return, shot is wide and covered up by Story. And a quick shot is wide of the net coming from Gino Jan Greco. And it will be dumped into the opposite corner. Berlanti deciding what to do, and will decide to go deep over to Ryan Reich. Reich holding on, looking at a double team, and it will be bounced over to Story, who will make the save. And Story coming in with a 870 save percentage, which is not great, but that has not been anything in his mind this entire game. As they get entangled up, as the Lock Monsters will dump it out deep, and DiGiacomo trying to beat the icing. He beats the icing. Centers, score! From Tony DiGiacomo and a goal from Meister. What speed in that play! That was a great effort by Tony DiGiacomo to beat the icing and finds Meister in the slot. toss up. It'll be back to the Lock Monsters, back the other way.
All the way over, going deep.
Shot wide of the net. Edgecombe trying to look for a centering pass, can't find one. Entangled up with Mike Rich. Tries to go slot, and that one's high. Behind the net it goes. Back to Rich. Tries to clear around the boards over to Robin Jocks. Moving in, Patrick Barbado on the half-in boards. Now send it up over to Sean Cassidy. Kept in on the line. And it will be
Hey, watch right.
Steve Marino with control. It will be Ryan Reich through center, looking at Chris Thompson. Drop pass. It will be Sean Cassidy. Shot saved.
Turn and go. Far side.
Back the other way. Trying to keep it in is Marino unable. They'll have to tag up.
We're off. Deep. We're off.
And the Lock Monsters are in the middle of a chain. And now I'll clear up as Marino across. Reich through center, tries a shot wide of the net, and Story not taking any chances as he'll cover.
Keep going. One game on, right?
So it will be back over to the Empire, and they really need to look for something if they expect to stay in this playoff. Lift it up, and wow, I didn't think that hit the ceiling, but they're going to call this one back. But the Lock Monsters coming in as the number 4 seed, and the Empire trying to defend their title, but so far it is not going so well. Could we see an upset? Here's Jocks. Shot wide of the net. As they'll drop back to Kamoshi, and that's wide of the net. And we may have trouble away from the play, but nothing come out of it. There's a stick that went into the corner. Here's Giacomo behind the net. Cross center, interrupted by Kamoshi. Cassidy back the other way. I'm sorry, that's Hoffman rather. He'll hold up and wait for Reich to cross the line. He does. Reich slides across, and that is offside. And I think that's going to be intentional because it was quite clear that it crossed the line. But are they going to? They're trying to determine where to put the face-off at. They're going to keep it near the center line. I don't know. I thought that was intentional, but okay. And it's back to Kamoshi, and Wright crosses the line. Taking a look, centers. Backhand! Where is it? I think Story has it. He does. That was a great backhand chance in the slot. And somehow Story comes up with the save.
Just kill it. Keep up.
And toss up for control at the slot. Poked away. That was a chance for Kamoshi. But a great defensive play by Patrick Barbado as they go the other way. Shot, save, rebound is wide of the net. From the left corner, Lock Monsters on the attack. Tries to look for a tip, none available. Back to Gian Greco. Will cross, looking for Reich. Does find him, now centers to Hoffman. Trying to find another man, unable to find one. Galt sends it around back behind the goal line. Everybody crowded into the corner. And now we're going to have a penalty assessed. Let's see who this is going to be called on. I assume it's against the Lock Monsters. And it looks like it is. Edgecombe heading to the box. So the Empire will get their first power play of the game, and a much needed one. 3:32 remaining in the second, and the Lock Monsters with a 5-0 lead. Jan Greco plays it back to Jux. Goes right circle. Holds up, now we'll go to Gian Greco, back over to Jacques. Shot wide the net. Murphy trying to clear, he does. Down the floor, 3:15 remaining in the period. Parlanti takes a look at it. Parlanti will drop it off. He's going to have to look out for DiGiacomo lurking over. Jacques with control for the Empire. And now we'll play up to Cassidy on the right end boards. Looking at Meister, centers up for Reich. Shot is blocked. Cassidy back in the corner. Trying to look for some help. Still holding on to the ball. Now finds someone at the point. That's Gian Greco, and a shot saved by Story.
1 minute.
A minute 10 remaining on the penalty. And a quick shot, and that is wide. From the corner. Looking at Jacques. Jacques looks now, decides to pass over to Gian Greco. Back to Jacques, and that's a block.
All right, keep the block. Keep the block.
Now on the opposite corner. Still looking. Shot from Wright goes high. Centers up one more time. Shot is saved. 22 seconds remaining on the penalty with the Evil Empire still making good use of it.
Yeah, am I going on, huh? Yeah.
Joey, when you're ready, buddy.
Go on, face off.
And quick shot save. And loose ball trying to clear it out. And Edge comes out of the box. Shot from Rich. Loose ball as that was saved. At the face-off dot, and it's going to be Edgecombe out of the way, fresh from the box. And tries to clear up, unable. And Greco has to hold on and went too early, and that's going to bring him back.
Chris, if you need it, we're going to
All right.
And it will be a toss-up, still looking for control. Who has it? It'll be the Empire. Hoffman trying to direct traffic, and now a crossover to Rich. Left end boards, and over to Hoffman, tries to tip it towards the net, and will go into the corner. 30 seconds left in the period, behind the net. Try to look for a wraparound. Where is it? And where is it? I think Story has it, and again he does. As everyone is crowded up by the net.
20 seconds.
With 10 seconds left, there may be time for one more shot. Here's a shot wide the net. Hoffman does have time for another if he can make it.
Keep him over.
And going down, no calls. Everybody digging in. And that is the end of the period. So the Log Monsters add to their lead, 5-0 after 2. The Empire are going to have to pull a miracle here, being down 5-0 with 14 minutes remaining. And we may, if this doesn't change, our very first time that both the number 1 and 2 seed have been eliminated. Here's Reich. Backhand. Trying to look for a tip. Another one. Shot is saved. Had a wide open man and was forced on the backhand, which may have given Story a chance. And it's going to be Reich. Try center. No one available. Barbado back the other way. 3-on-2. Trying to go for Ebner, unable. And they will clear down the floor. They have to tag up. Gulp trots it in. Looking at it right, and we'll pass it over left. Shot saved by Parlanti. draw is the Empire with control, but poked back in by Stevens. Murphy going around the boards. He has 2 for the game. And it's going to be over to Hoffman. Trying to cross the line, getting entangled up. Trying to find a man, but it's back behind the line. And we'll drop it off for Kamoshi. And over to Hoffman on the left-hand boards. Drops it for Reich. Shot high and wide. Dan Greco trying to hold on the circle. And we'll head to the opposite corner. It'll be Reich. Looking at a double team, and now we'll play back to Kamoshi. Shot is wide. A rebound attempt. Backhanded. Where is it? He scores! But the Lock Monsters are saying it went off a glove, and for now the goal stands. But let's see if they're gonna talk about this. They've already had 1 disallowed goal, but as of right now it stands. So let's see what they say. They say the goal stands, and the Empire have their first of the game.
That's it, Tony, got one to go.
But either way you look at it, Empire needed a boost, and they just got it. First step of a long road back with 11:35 left in the period. Trying to dig it out. It's going to be Reich the other way. 3-on-2. Reich still in control. Goes right. Dan Greco trying to look for a tip. Unable to get one. It's going to be Hoffman. Driving to the slot. Drops it over to Marino. Now we'll get a poke check. And everybody trying to fight for it. And this is going to turn to a breakaway.
On hard.
And DiGiacomo shot saved by Parlanti. The Lock Monsters caught them with 1 person beyond the defense, and that led to that chance. But you can also put it on the defense with those poke checks, forcing them to give up the ball. And giving up over to Mike Rich on the left board. Centers for Reich. Crosses. Holds on. Backhand is behind the net. Mike Rich trying to look for a man, unable to find one. It's going to go all the way back down. Kamoshi. He's got to look out for Barbado. Does get it away over to Marino. And the Empire on the attack one more time. Crosses to Rich. Rich holding on. Shot is blocked, and it hits the ceiling as we approach the 10-minute mark. And it's won by the Lock Monsters. Off the boards, Edgecombe with control. And it's poked back into the corner. Maybe a chance for the Empire. Shot wide of the net from Gian Greco. Back to the point. It's going to be Marino. Over to Rich. Rich trying to dump it in. And it got... wow, that is quite a sight. It got stuck in Thompson's visor. This has happened in NHL before. The puck would get stuck in the visor. It usually is a hilarious moment, but it looks like Thompson is all right. It's going to be back in the corner. Lock Monsters with the control, but it hits the ceiling and back it goes.
Hey, don't bring those open. Get open for him. Boys, talk to him.
And back it goes. Shot wide of the net. Shot coming from Gian Greco. He's had quite a lot of missed shots. Now, it's tipped over. And who's going to get this one in the slot? Shot. Rebound wide of the net. And wow, the physical play starting to pick up here. Back to Kamoshi. Tries to pass, went off a body. And gave it up. It's going to be Edgecombe back the other way. 3-on-2. We'll send her over to Thompson. Left, shot, open net, he scores! game as we approach 8 minutes left in regulation. And it's going to be a toss-up. It's Giacomo the other way for the Lock Monsters. Looking at one, tries a shot, it was tipped away. May have been looking for Meister, but it will be Jux behind his own net and will play it around. Back behind the net again. Holds on, still looking for a route. Well, it wasn't a good route as it reaches Stevens. But they get back on track. Here's Cassidy trying to get away from a defender, and it's going to go into the corner. Back behind the net over to Gian Greco. Centers, save! And it will be Marino back the other way. Gian Greco. Stevens for the Lock Monsters in the corner, trying to dig it out. And taken away by Meister, trying to generate another chance, one-on-one, partial break. Murphy, shot wide the net. He has 2 for the game, and another chance wide the net. As Jocks lost his stick and was forced to put the body on, and the Empire survived that attack and go back the other way. And whoa, he wanted a penalty there, but they don't get it. Cassidy thought he was interfered with. And it's going to be Rich one more time. They tag up. They gave it away back over to Meister along with Barbado. Shot is blocked. Back to Cassidy the other way. And shot back in as the Lock Monsters tag up one more time. Parlanti giving some assistance and we'll play it up over to Reich. Right end boards. Less than 6 remaining in the period. Barbado over to Ebner. Outside slot. Shot wide the net. Everybody going in, and Kamoshi trying to clear it up. Does find Mike Rich. 2-on-2 the other way. It does get around one, and Story's going to come out. Back behind the net for the Lock Monsters. Off the boards over to Edgecombe. Edgecombe will dump it down deep. It will kill some time as Marino will play around over to Kamoshi, but look out, here comes Barbado. He does get it over to Mike Rich, and it will be Ryan Reich over to Hoffman. Try center, unable, back the other way. Edgecombe, right end boards. Looking at Steve Marino. Crosses. Winds up, shot, saved by Parlanti. No whistle, though. That could have cost them there. And it will be Gian Greco one more time. Tries to center up, but Reich lost his stick, and that allows Story to cover up.
Kevin, who's number 2?
It's going to be back the other way. And Parlanti thought that the faceoff was offside, but has to pay attention to the play as that shot going wide. He went aggressively on there.
I don't think his number's up big.
Back the other way. Crosses. Centers for Cassidy. It has to go into the corner. Around it goes. Holding on. Back in the corner one more time. Goes to Cassidy. Holding on one more time. Looking at Dan Galt. Behind the line. Tries to wrap it around. Up in the air. Rebound. That is wide. One more time behind the net. Off the side of the net. And the Log Monster is trying to get it out. Unable. Jocks. One more time. It goes over to Cassidy in the right corner. Up to Hoffman. He's getting triple teamed and has to give it up to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo killing some time. And now we'll give it up to Thompson. Giacomo gets a return, looking at 3 black jerseys. We'll take it into the corner. Right now, they're just killing time. Here's a shot by Ebner, that's blocked. Right the other way. Dan Greco. 3 attackers, but a lot of blue jerseys in their end. Here's a shot, and sticked away by Story. And lifted up and down the floor. Looking to see if there's an ice. Yes, there is. But the clock's going to continue running because of the deficit. And quick shot. Where did that one go? Yes, that will go into the left boards. Barbado holding on. Crosses to Edgecombe. Looking at Hoffman. Hoffman does take it away with 2 minutes remaining in this game. Wright will just dump it down, and it will be covered up by Story. So this will be, I believe, the first time that both the number 1 and number 2 seeds have been eliminated in the first round. I don't recall that ever happening before. And it's going to be Murphy trying to clear it up. Kept in. And it's going to be back the other way. 2-0. Well, it was 2-0, but they decided to go easy on them that time with 1:15 remaining. And it'll be the Empire again, but at this point, there's not much they can do. Less than a minute remaining, down by 5. The Empire are going to be eliminated in this round, and we will have a new champion in the A division. Meister trying to cross, and Meister went down. Meister is still down, and no call, and Mike Rich helping him up, the one who took him down. Backhanded, glove down.
30, boys, 30.
And 30 seconds remaining. The Lock Monsters will be facing the Big Hawks for the A Division title. Now, the Lock Monsters have played for the A Division Carolina Cup before, but fell to the Empire. But they're going to get some payback here as that ball went out of play.
That's Jay. No way, that's Jay.
Yes, but that's not going to matter now as the clock winds down and the Lock Monsters will move on to face the Big Hawks. So a second attempt for them at the A Division. And gets a little payback from last season's final. So it'll be the number 3 and 4 seeds to play for the cup. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Well, the Lock Monsters are in classic playoff form. They dominated this game despite being the number 4 seed. Some great opportunities from both sides, but ultimately it was the Lock Monsters' attack that ended up giving them the ticket they needed to go to the final one more time. So with that out of the way, we are going to be heading towards the Carolina Cup Finals. We'll have those for you in the future. But for now, this is Daniel Wilson from Excel Sports World. We'll see you next time around. The RSHL is supported by AllBlackHockeySticks.com, the stick of choice for many players of the RSHL. It is a very light and durable stick for only $89. AllBlackHockeySticks.com.